Well, here I go again talking about another gourmand fragrance. It's the reason why you tune into this channel, right? I'm talking about a new fragrance from a new house I'm not too familiar with. This is a fragrance called Nota Sugar from ULYKA. Is that how you say the name? It's a French house. It's a brand spanking new fragrance that just came out, selling at Lucky Scent. I'm going to let you know all about it coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's Sebastian. We're talking about another gourmand fragrance. This is a super delicious fragrance, but honestly, I'm being honest here. First and second spray wears, I was a bit unsure about this fragrance, and I'm going to tell you why. But this is a brand new release, just dropped at Lucky Scent from a house called ULYKA, which I'm unfamiliar with. I hadn't heard about the house and the fragrance until Lucky Scent started selling the fragrance. So it's a 2024 launch, 100 ml for $220. Perfumer, I'm also unfamiliar with. It's Stephane, Jerome, Pernodet. Are you familiar with this perfumer? And the concentration is Extrait de Parfum. The fragrance is currently selling at Lucky Scent. As I said, I have a link in the info box. Go check it out over there. Read about it and find out more. And there is a discount code in the info box as well. You can save to purchase this particular fragrance. So, featuring notes of caramel, pineapple Victoria, coconut infusion for head notes or top notes, vanilla pods, raspberry, almond praline for the heart notes. Finally, in the base notes, we've got Tonka beans, musk, and heliotrope. Okay, I'm going to say this again. I'm a big fan of gourmands, and you probably tuned into this channel to learn about gourmands. I love anything that smells like dessert. Desserts make me happy, and gourmand fragrances make me happy as well. And this actually turns into smelling like one of my favorite desserts. And I'll let you know afterwards what I get with this fragrance. But let me tell you the negative. At first, when I first sprayed it, I was rubbed a little wrong way. I felt like the fruits kind of overpowered the caramel and vanillic touches that are in here. The fruits really stood out. It's pineapple and raspberry, and I felt like this extreme fruitiness might clash with the caramel in here, and of course the vanilla. But I wore it again, and I thought, okay, maybe I'm going to end up liking this one. Finally, third, fourth wear, everything started blending together. I'm not experiencing the fruits standing out together that much anymore. But in the end, it started smelling so delicious, it's become very, very addicting. Something I'm addicted to. And again, I love smelling desserts. I love making desserts. I used to make them all the time with my mom and by myself. Mixing the vanilla, caramel, melting, and all that good stuff. I really, really love it. So the smells of that kind of stuff are really vividly captured here in this particular fragrance. So once the fruit started blending with all of the caramelly vanillic notes, I started noticing that the caramel smell in Nota Sugar is so realistic. And the butter, the cream, this luxurious cream stands out so much in this fragrance that it smells like the real thing. Literally. There's some crisp and also light smoky touches of the caramel coming in here, but it's nicely blended with the fruits. The pineapple is stand out, and you get a caramelized, sweet, mature caramel here. Not much tartness is what I'm trying to say. Because here's the thing it reminds me of. A pineapple upside down cake with caramel drizzled on top, melted. And of course, you know, when you make pineapple upside down cake, the pineapple cooks. So it's sweetened up even further. There's no tartness there. And the way it's blended with the caramel here, or the vanillic touches, it's so super fantastic. But first spray, I didn't get that. I did feel a bit challenged with it, but eventually the whole thing blended so smoothly and became a really delicious concoction, hinting at one of my favorite desserts to have, pineapple upside down cake. I've made plenty of it in my lifetime. I'm absolutely addicted to it. I felt like it was one of the best things out there when the way the pineapple cooks with the vanillic and caramelly touches. And when you like flip it over and the pineapple is, you know, appearing there, showing up, and how it's connected with the cake part and the gooey kind of caramelly parts, you actually really get that here with this particular fragrance. The blending is so super delicious, and the realistic buttery, creamy, thick, creamy touches of the caramel is a really, really wonderful addition. There are a few more negatives with this one. I wasn't getting really great longevity, unfortunately. Especially when I showered and spritzed this stuff on, it was not performing very well. I noticed that later on in the day when I put the fragrance on, it had better longevity. And I don't know what causes that, but I experienced this quite a bit with a lot of fragrances. When I first shower and spritz this stuff on, it doesn't linger on as long as when, you know, throughout the day I've perspired a little and there's this coating of perspiration and you spray it on there. The fragrance does last quite a bit. It is not a very loud fragrance, unfortunately, but it's a really great rendition of a fragrance that smells like pineapple upside down cake. And to me, that is a winner. Really wonderful offering. So going back to the fragrance and the name, my eyes do play a little trick on me. Sometimes I think it says not a sugar. Do you get that? It's nota sugar. But the way the A is next to the nota, it's almost like standing away further a little bit, and I'm tricked to thinking it's not a sugar. Do you guys get that? Let me know. Put a comment down. So it's Nota Sugar by ULYKA. Again, I don't know the brand. I am curious to learn about it. I went and got the notes information from their website, and of course they have some information about the fragrance there, and of course the notes are there. In the description, it said tropical apple, but in the notes it does say pineapple Victoria, and of course it does smell like pineapple rather than apples, because I looked up what tropical apples were. They're not necessarily pineapple, but thankfully they distinguish it with the notes breakdown versus the description, and it is a pineapple. To me, it does smell like pineapple, not apples, and then the reminder of pineapples is perfect here. And if you're looking for something that smells like pineapple upside down cake in a fragrance, this is one of the best examples. Again, I think first spray, it might come off a bit weird to me. Like I said, it was not pleasant. It just caught me off guard. For some reason, the blending wasn't working well at the time, but I got used to it. Now I smell everything connected together perfectly. And again, I'll say it again. It's a really delicious fragrance creation from this house I'm completely unfamiliar with. And again, the only negatives for this is it's not a loud fragrance, and I wish it lasted a little longer. But I think you can extend the life of this one if you wear it later on in the day, or use some kind of primer or something to spritz on, or maybe even lotion, like unscented lotion, put it on and spritz it on. It does have better lingering power on clothes than on skin, but it is really a delicious fragrance. Then I'm looking forward to seeing what else the brand does. Let me know if you're a fan of pineapple upside down cake. Do you like the idea of that, and do you like the way it smells? Put a comment down below so I can find out. One thing I do want to say, there is a fragrance from a house called Parfum Mile High. That kind of gave me the idea of pineapple upside down cake, because it has that immortelle note, and immortelle turns into brown sugar caramelly touches. In that fragrance, the pineapple is more tart. So it maybe hinted at it a little bit, and it's not necessarily gourmand there. Here is full-on gourmand, and the differences are with the pineapple. The pineapple here is uber sweet, whereas over there, it's tart. There's a tartness about it that completely stands out between the two pineapples. But with that fragrance, I did get the idea of something like pineapple upside down cake in a non-gourmand way. But here, with Nota Sugar, it's in your face pineapple upside down cake, and just the way I like fragrances. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Nota Sugar from ULYKA. Are you familiar with this fragrance? Have you heard about it yet? Again, it's selling at Lucky Scent. I have a link in the info box. There is a discount code there. You can take advantage of it as well. It's not necessarily extremely pricey, but it's, 100 ml for $220, but the discount should save you around $20 or $22. So it makes it, around $200 for the bottle, which for me, niche fragrances from lesser known brands and things like that around that price point is really great. So I hope you guys get a chance to smell Nota Sugar. It's from the house of ULYKA. Let me know if you have sampled it already. Put a comment down below. If you've sampled it, you own a bottle, did you get the similar kind of weirdness when you first started wearing it? I don't know what it is about the fragrance and why I felt like it didn't blend well, or it wasn't blended well, but I got that feeling. But thankfully I started appreciating, because I almost thought, do I really want to review a fragrance I'm not really digging? But thankfully the whole thing connected so well. Or maybe the fragrance needed to be settling down a little bit. Maybe it's brand spanking new production, I don't know. But again, once you get used to it, it is very addicting and very delicious. And I think, again, if you like pineapple upside down cake with a lot of caramel, you're really gonna dig Nota Sugar. Anyway, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please do list below. Please like this video, please share it, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.